I always forget we have those little mics now. Makes my life a lot easier. As long as it doesn't fall off. Check two, check two, check two. I knew the hood on my sweatshirt come in handy tonight. High class operation. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Looks good. Until it falls off. What's that?
I'll see you guys here at some point. Thank you. I'm just the tech guru. There you go.
Don't listen to him. I've had a long day. Took the day off to go and give all our sponsors for the Saratoga Racers all their tickets, and we gave them basketballs to put in their shops and
you're not.
Oh. So,
Realize that update the
Wait, hold on. Let me grab a quarter. I don't want to get that out here. No, from here. Tony Stark. Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm right next to you. I'm sitting right here. I don't want you to pass by. No, I know it. I'll try it. I'll be the first one to go. So how come you live in Vermont?
It might be.
That's the right way to do it.
Are you announcing?
Are you standing there doing something?
yeah, broadcasting live stream.
Okay, how come I can't hear it? Can you hear music?
You probably have to turn up your volume. I just started watching.
Yeah, they were in the
You goofy goober. Seth, I didn't ask from you for anything to say, Seth. Xavier.
So that woke Tim right up.
Pull the bag away. I want you to touch your bag.
You didn't get that on your video? Wow, expected some comment.
It probably was. No, it would have been.
I stand down for the.
Thing is, here you have to put the camera up so high. Where'd she go? She left.
But he learned that.
Good evening and welcome to Whitehall Central High School. Tonight, Granville-Whitehall will host the Cannoneers of Watervliet. Please rise, remove your hats as the girls will sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Really well done. Wait, Ambrose Gilligan field. I got the wrong field. I gotta edit. Don't go on the area. Well, I'm not talking to you. Let's put it that way. Edit.
Snapping to the center of the field for our coin toss.
Had to fix that. Put the field name wrong. I'm so used to being at Granville this year. Oh. Edit. Fixed. Put the wrong field name.
Watervliet is one to toss.
All right, I'm going.
Granville-Whitehall will kick off the net.
Let's go!
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to historic Ambrose Gilligan Field on the campus of Whitehall Central School in Whitehall, New York. As tonight we bring you live coverage of high school football here on Nivet Media Sports. It's Granville-Whitehall hosting Watervliet in a key Class C matchup. Sectional seedings on the line. Granville-Whitehall is already in the playoffs, but they've got a chance to have the number 2 seed in the playoffs with a win here this evening. And live from the Telescope Broadcast Center for Nivet Media Sports, I'm Keith Harrington. Tonight's game brought to you by Telescope Furniture and these other local businesses, Hoagland Property Management, Skeen Valley Agency, and Fred's Pharmacy. And Watervliet has won the toss, and Granville will be kicking off from right to left, as you can see on your screen. Granville-Whitehall coming in with a record of 5-2. They're 3-1 in the division. Watervliet, Heatley. They've got some players from Heatley now down in Green Island, New York. And they are also 3-1 in the division. And playoff seeding, as I said, on the line here tonight.
Go, Timmy!
So Timmy Pratt has it on the tee. And we're ready to get this one underway. A couple of receivers back for the Cannoneers standing at the 10-yard line.
24, Timmy Pratt, ready to kick off.
And here's the opening kickoff. And it goes to one of the short men. That is a free football. And it's number 6 there for the Cannoneers that pounced on it. Shamir Ross, a senior. And they'll put the ball down at the 32-yard line of Watervliet, where the Cannoneers go first down and 10. First possession of the ball game here after the kickoff from Tim Pratt for Granville-Whitehall. So Granville-Whitehall clinching a playoff spot last week for the first time as a merged program. Now eyeballing that number 2 seed. Of course, Schuylerville, we saw them a few weeks ago, powerhouse team with the number 1 spot. Long count here. Player goes in motion. Looks like Watervliet's game is going to be to use as much clock as possible on every possession. The quarterback for Watervliet is number 18, Zayden Kraus. He's also a senior. Not much there on first down for the Cannoneers. Barely made it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're going to give him about a yard, maybe 2, with second effort. After they spotted over there, looks like about a 3-yard pickup. So second down and 7 coming up here for the Cannoneers. But obviously their strategy here is try to shorten this game, as they were in that formation for a long time before snapping the football. They got a receiver over here, number 10, Trevor Holloway, to the right side on second down and 7. Ball at the 35-yard line, back to pass. They throw in the direction of Holloway. Holloway's got the catch. He's got the first down. Out to the 45-yard line. So Zayden Kraus connecting there with Trevor Holloway, a couple of veteran senior players for the Cannoneers. They get the ball just across the 45-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10, Watervliet. Down on the field before the game, watching the Cannoneers warm up. They were throwing a lot. Looks like they're a team that likes to put the ball in the air. This time they've got 2 receivers to the left. 1 over here wide to the right on first down and 10. Kraus takes the snap, goes to throw over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Once again, trying to go to Holloway. Obviously, Holloway is a favorite target. Also, number 6 was in there, Shamir Ross. Maybe a little miscommunication on the part of the Cannoneers there, as they had a couple of guys that looked like they were right in the middle of the same pattern. That's going to bring up second down and 10 for Watervliet. We're just underway here from the Telescope Broadcast Center at Ambrose Gilligan Field in Whitehall. Winner of this will get a home game and get the number 2 seed. Holloway is to the right, another receiver to the left. Kraus once again goes from the shotgun. He'll keep it on the ground this time, and once again, nothing there. The handoff went to Kasaya Poole, and the GW defense was all over that one, so it's going to be third down and long coming up for the Cannoneers. maybe a half a yard pickup on the play. It's going to be 3rd and a long 9 coming up for Watervliet. A strong effort that time defensively. Kraus goes over to the sideline for the Cannoneers, brings the play in from the bench. Big play coming up here in this opening drive. On 3rd down and close to 10. Kraus takes the snap, goes out in the flat for Holloway. Holloway makes the catch, but quickly on top of him there was Tommy Barber. Looks like he's going to be a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but he'll get across the midfield stripe. Got a very favorable spot there. Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down here. 9:16 to go, 1st quarter, no score, 1st possession. So big play coming up here for the GW defense. Just across midfield, the Cannoneers going for it on 4th and about 2. Kraus looking over things. Out of the shotgun, takes the snap, going to keep it himself, and I don't think he's going to get there. And on top of that, it might be a holding penalty coming in. He's definitely not going to get the 1st down on the play, but it's going to be a holding call against Watervliet. And now they're probably going to put the ball away, one would think, because they're already short. Now they're going to lose yardage. So you would think that would precipitate a punt out of them, although Kraus is going over to the sideline, presumably to get a play. 8:45 to go, 1st quarter, no score. Watervliet and Granville-Whitehall here at Ambrose Gilligan Field. And they're going to decline it. It's going to be 4th down. So it is short. So they're going to decline the penalty. So that was going to work out favorably for Granville-Whitehall either way. Even if they got the distance to gain, it was going to be a penalty that was going to put them back, and they would have taken the penalty in that case. But because they were short, Granville-Whitehall would decline the penalty and take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They're coming out to run the quarterback spot, of course. Trey Mason, the senior, number 10. He'll take the snap. He'll hand off to C.J. Monty on 1st down. Monty able to pick up a couple of yards on the play. Up to about the 48-yard line, it looks like. Give him 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for GW on their 1st offensive possession. So a big stop for the Granville-Whitehall defense on that opening possession when Watervliet looked to have something going on. They go quickly here. Here's Monty, got room, bounces to the outside, 40, 35, 30, takes a defender down to the 10. What a strong run. He had Holloway holding on, he had Anthony Tricello holding on, and Monty just kept barreling down the left sideline for a 1st down around the 20-yard line. 26 yards picked up on the play by Monty. It's going to be 1st down for Granville-Whitehall. What a big run. 1st down at the 20-yard line. Monty is a workhorse for this team. Tommy Barber goes out wide left here. I formation behind Mason. They'll hand off to Monty. Stutter steps, finds some room. Looks like a holding call potentially here. Maybe grabbed his face mask. Usually is very limited on what the penalties are going to be when it's thrown from the back judge right into the pile there. But it is going to be a face mask call. And it's the personal foul variety, a 15-yarder. So that's going to be big for GW, as that's going to put them down. They're going to have to go half the distance to the goal line here because they're about at the 14. So it's going to be 1st down and goal at the 6-yard line here for GW. Looking to pound one in to start the scoring here in this big Class C contest. Mason brings them up to the line of scrimmage. Comes down the line, looks to pass, throws toward the corner of the end zone. And incomplete. I like the call, though, trying to keep them honest. You know, Granville known for this power running game, Granville-Whitehall. And, you know, just going to the passing game, keeping them honest, keeping the Watervliet defense thinking, hey, they're not just going to pound us at it. We got to watch the receivers. So, GW, I like the play call. Didn't pay off, but put that in your back pocket if you're Watervliet's defense, that they're going to throw the ball every once in a while, and you got to be aware. Second down and goal, Granville-Whitehall. And the snap comes loose. Mason picks it up. He's going to run. He's got the 5. He reaches for the end zone. Not going to quite get there. He's inches short of the goal line. I got to tell you, I don't think I go through a high school football broadcast or a college football broadcast where I don't say this. Every time there's some kind of a problem with the snap, the defense overruns it, and you end up getting a better play than you might have gotten before. It just seems like every time you see a problem like that on the exchange, if you get it back, you end up getting positive yardage. I see it all the time. Third and goal, inches away from the end zone. The handoff to Monty, big hole, right side. He's in the end zone, touchdown. So Granville-Whitehall with the early lead. A 1-yard run officially, even though it was really less than a yard for Monty. With 6:24 to go in the first. Enzo Ream for the extra point kick. And it wasn't beautiful. It wasn't too high over that goal post, over the crossbar, but it made it. And so Ream with the kick. Good. And as they come up the field, 6:34 to go in the opening quarter. It is Granville-Whitehall 7 and Watervliet nothing. Tonight's game brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture. Also by Hoagland Property Management, commercial and residential lawn and landscaping services, property transformations, and snow removal. Yes, it'll be that time of year, unfortunately, pretty soon. But if it does happen, and it will happen, Hoagland Property Management is going to have you covered with all your snow removal. So we're prepared for it, folks. 518-222-0018 for Hoagland Property Management of Granville. Also by the Skeen Valley Group, Insurance and Real Estate, offices in Whitehall, Granville, and Cambridge. Make just one call for all your insurance and real estate needs, 518-948-2928. And Fred's Granville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy dedicated to the unique community they serve and have served since 2015. In the Big Lots Plaza in Granville. And here's the return kick. And it's 518-642-3733 for Granville Pharmacy, Fred's Granville Pharmacy. So good return there for Watervliet. They're going to have good field position. And it's going to be up to the Granville-Whitehall defense here. As they'll start at the 45, no, it's right on the 45-yard line. Their own 45. So the Cannoneers with their second possession of the night. Kraus out of the shotgun once again, calls the signals. He'll take the snap. He'll go back to pass. He's going to throw deep down the middle. Actually, down the right side. Had a guy going down the middle. It's incomplete. Had a receiver going right down the middle. Who's not listed on our roster. Number 0. So we don't know who number 0 is for them, but he was going down the middle. I thought that's who they were going to throw to. He actually had the better space created between him and the defender. So Kraus decided to go to the more covered receiver, actually, because he had a man wide open right down the middle of the field, but decided to go to the other side and ended up being incomplete. Second down and 10 for the Cannoneers. Football on their own 45-yard line. They'll send 2 receivers out here to the right side. Another to the left, shotgun for Kraus. Kraus takes a snap, drops the pass again, and this time it's incomplete once again. So you can see the game of the Cannoneers here. They like to put the ball up in the air. That was Nasir Lanier, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down and 10. Both times that the Cannoneers have run the ball so far in the game, they've basically not picked up much of any yardage. So you can see the passing game is their game. 5:14 to go, first quarter. Seven nothing GW.
Go!
Back to passes. Kraus has pressure. He's going to go down. And the football might have come loose. Looks like Watervliet got it back. What a great job by the defense of GW. Big loss on the play, back across the 40 to about the 37-yard line. So that will force a punt situation for the Cannoneers. Tommy Barber is going to go back and stand at the 25-yard line for Granville-Whitehall. That was a bull rush right there by the front of the GW defense. They got in there. Tim Pratt almost got in there and got the punter. It's going to roll down inside the 25 to about the 21 or 22-yard line. And that's where GW goes on offense for their second possession of the night, already with a 7-0 lead. 4:20 to go here in the opening quarter. So the Cannoneers living with the passing game right now. Living with it maybe is a slight exaggeration because they've only completed a couple of passes. Had two incomplete passes and a sack on that drive. So 1st down and 10. Looks like the ball about the 21 or 22-yard line. And it's going to be a reverse. Coming around this side, Tommy Barber puts a move on. Has the 40. He's in the open field. He might go all the way. He's going to go all the way. They are not going to get him. And there is a flag down. And it's going to be holding against Granville-Whitehall. Man, big reverse. It was going to be about a 78. It's going to be a block in the back.
Right as he made that corner, he missed the block.
Tommy Barber must have known it because about the 20-yard line, I think somebody phoned him and said, hey, it's going to be a penalty because you can tell by his reaction. Well-executed play, too. He made a nice stiff arm to break a tackle, break loose. And Tommy's a fast kid. When he gets in the open field, forget about it. So after all that, it's going to still be 1st down, and it's going to be 1st down and 7 for GW. Mason underneath the center. They'll keep it on the ground. Trying to push the pile was GW and sneak out a little extra yardage on that one. Picked up a couple yards on the play. Looks like about a 2nd down and 4 coming up.
Stopped about 4 yards upfield. 2nd and 6. 12 to go in the first.
Coming up on 3 minutes to go in this opening quarter. 2nd and about 4 coming up. They're going to toss the sweep out this way. That is Monty on the carry. And Monty has 1st down yardage up across the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball right on the 30-yard line. Actually knows the football right on the 30-yard line. 1st down and 10, GW. Mason gets the play from the sideline. Tommy Barber is going to go out wide to the right side. They'll keep it on the ground for Monty. Monty gets across the 35 and burrows his way to about the 37. Looks like he picked up about 6 on the play. It's going to be second down and 4. Clock running. Coming up on 2 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. 7-0 Granville-Whitehall. Mason underneath the center. He'll take the snap. They'll toss it this way. That is Monty. Monty at the 50, to the 45, to the 30, to the 20. Stiff arms the defender, and it's a touchdown, but there's going to be a block in the back coming up at the end of the play. That's going to be the second touchdown called back by a penalty, as it was a clear block in the back. That's going to be from the spot of the foul. So at least, it's not going to be all the way down the other end of the field, but still, 2 touchdowns taken off the board now because of penalties. So the points once again off the board. It's going to be first down and 10 at the Watervliet 30-yard line. Minute 48 it looks like to go in the opening quarter. 7-0 Granville-Whitehall.
First and 10 on the 30. 1:48 to go in the first quarter.
Mason takes a snap. Hands off. This is Beaver. Beaver's going to carry some defenders for 5 yards to the 30-yard line. Tough run by Brandon Beaver. Got through the initial hole, immediate contact, and then just took the defenders with him for a 5-yard pickup. Tight formation here for GW. They'll keep it on the ground. Beaver once again. And they push the pile. And he's going to be just a couple of yards short of the first down at about the 22. Coming up on 1 minute to go here. It's going to be third down and a long 2, closer to 3 here. They actually put it back closer to the 23 than the 22. So third down and 3 coming up. They'll stop the clock. Looks like an equipment or injury problem for Watervliet. Number 75 is going to go to the sideline. He's also now listed on the roster. A lot of unknowns here. Third down and 3. They'll hand it off to Monty. Had to get to the 20. Got very close to the 20. Should be very close to a first down. And what could be the last play of the opening quarter. Just short where they spot it. I knew he got close to the 20-yard line and had to get to the 20. They mark it just short of the 20-yard line. So that's going to do it here for the opening quarter at Ambrose Gilligan Field in Whitehall. Our score at the end of one of this key Section 2 Class C matchup. Number 2 seed in the playoffs on the line. It is Granville-Whitehall 7 and Watervliet nothing. Tonight's game being brought to you by, from the Telescope broadcast booth, the Telescope Furniture, casual furniture manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture. Also by Hoagland Property Management, commercial and residential lawn and landscaping services, property transformations, and snow removal in Granville, New York. Call 518-222-0018 for Hoagland Property Management. Also by Skeene Valley Group Insurance and Real Estate with offices in Whitehall, Granville, and Cambridge. Made just one call for all your insurance and real estate needs. 518-948-2928 for Skeene Valley Group Insurance and Real Estate. And Fred's Granville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy dedicated to the unique communities and community they serve since 2015 in the Big Lots Plaza, 518-642-3733. Fred's Granville Pharmacy. 4th and short. Might be offsides here on Watervliet, and it is. So that's going to give Granville-Whitehall an automatic first down just short of the 15-yard line. So GW now first down and 10, just outside the 15-yard line. Just underway, second quarter, 7-0 GW. A win would give them a home game next week. They're already in the playoffs, but they'd be the number 2 seed out of the division. And they would host a playoff game next weekend. So first down and 10. Mason comes down the line, looks to get to the outside, and he's tripped up. Just doesn't quite get to the 10. And give credit right there to number 2, Naziah Middleton, as he was able to trip him up and save what looked like it was going to be a GW touchdown. So big play there by Middleton. Nonetheless, picked up positive yardage up to about the 12-yard line, picked up about 3. It's going to be second down and 7. High formation behind Mason underneath the center. Toss to the left side. This is Monty. And Monty gets down inside the 10. I'll tell you, Patrick Egan you wouldn't watch this if you wouldn't see this if you're watching the ball and watching the ball carrier. But before CJ turned the corner, Patrick Egan put a kid out the back of the end zone. That's all I saw, was his feet flying straight up in the air. Going to be third down and a long 3 here. This time Mason will go from the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Mason looks to pass, has pressure, throws in the back of the end zone and dropped. Trying to find Tommy Barber back there in the back of the end zone.
That'll bring up 4th and about 3 yards.
Jackson Torres was also back there, number 11. But it was nice timing on the part of Mason there. He threw that ball at just the right time to wait for Barber to come free. I formation this time, tight formation on 4th and short. Here's Monty. Monty puts his head down, takes a defender with him, barrels his way down in the 5, inside the 5 or toward the 5. And that's going to be a first and goal for GW. So Granville-Whitehall knocking on the door. First down and goal down near the 5. And that would be huge to extend this out to a 2-score game here. They lead 7-0. They'll keep it on the ground. And touchdown! C.J. Monty, and he made that one look easy as the offensive line for GW just punished Watervliet on that one. So Monty with his second touchdown of the night, a 5-yard run. Comes with 9:34 to go in the half. And the extra point kick this time from Enzo Arenas up and good again. He's 2 for 2. And as they come up the field, it is Granville-Whitehall 14, Watervliet-Heatley nothing. 9:34 to go here in the first half. And tonight's game on Nivett Media Sports, presented to you live from the Telescope Broadcast Center. Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture. Also by Hoagland Property Management, commercial and residential lawn and landscaping services. Property transformations and snow removal of Granville, New York. Call 518-222-0018 for Hoagland Property Management. Also by Skeen Valley Group, insurance and real estate with offices in Whitehall, Granville, and Cambridge. Make just one call for all your insurance and real estate needs. 518-948-2928 for Skeen Valley Insurance and Real Estate. And Fred's Granville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, dedicated to the unique community they serve since 2015. And the Big Lots Plaza, call 518-642-3733 for Fred's Granville Pharmacy. Here's the return kickoff. Some trouble handling it by the Cannoneers. They're able to get it up across the 25 and just short of the 30-yard line. Looks like on the return there, it was number 6, Shamir Ross. So first down and 10 at about the 29-yard line of their own for Watervliet. Granville-Whitehall with a 14-0 lead. A pair of touchdown runs from C.J. Monty thus far. Two receivers to the left, two to the right. Empty backfield here. Actually trips over on the right side with the empty backfield for Kraus. Kraus takes the snap quickly out in the flat. Caught, spins, and nice job over there. I think that is Ross. Sometimes with these portable lights, difficult to pick up numbers over on the far side of the field on occasion. But it was either 6, Shamir Ross, or 8, Nasir Lanier. One of those two. When he picked up about 8 yards, it's going to be second down and 2. Two receivers coming here to the left. Trips to the right once again. Looks like close to the same formation. Kraus takes the snap. Ball's loose. Ball's on the ground. And Granville-Whitehall says they have it, and they do. So a big turn of events there. After a nice first down play by the Cannoneers, they're looking at a second short. They run a pretty similar formation, except this time they try to catch GW off guard by running out of that formation on a little jet sweep situation, but it didn't turn out to be. And they fumbled the football. Looks like Beaver, they're announcing, is the guy that recovered the fumble, Brandon Beaver. And Granville-Whitehall takes over with excellent field position. First and 10 at the Cannoneer 35-yard line. The ball comes loose once again, and this time Watervliet might have it, and they do. So Granville-Whitehall gives it right back to the Cannoneers. Looked like it was Beaver on the carry there, and he just recovered the fumble for GW. So Watervliet Healy with an opportunity here to get it right back. So that's a huge sequence of a couple of plays there if you stop and think about it here. 8:54 to go in the half, 14-0 Granville-Whitehall. If they had that drive to go down and score again, they really put pressure on the Cannoneers. Kraus works out of the shotgun, takes a snap, back to pass, looks right, throws right, and almost intercepted. Number 6, Gavin Kramer had that one dialed in all the way, coming over from the strong safety spot. He had a beat on that right from the start. Good read on his part. The ball's going to fall incomplete. It's going to be second down and 10. But the deep safety, Kramer, with just a real nice read. Strong side safety. Second down and 10 for the Cannoneers. Coming out here to the left side of the field is Lanier. Once again, shotgun for Kraus. Actually, it's not Kraus. It's a different player back there. And running, trying to find some running room and breaking free down the right side. And for a first down and more. So they switch it up. Put a different quarterback in instead of Kraus. And Watervliet Heatley picks up a first down. Looked like it was the not on our roster number 0 player for the Cannoneers. So first down and 10. See if Kraus is back in there. They'll send a man in motion. That's the fullback. And it's not going to be Kraus. It's going to be number 1, Keziah Poole. So it wasn't Kraus back in there. We were looking to see if Kraus was back in, but it was Poole. And a good run there from Poole. He picked up 6 yards across midfield. It's going to be second down and 4. So Watervliet with the passing game with Kraus not being successful. So they've changed it up now and looks like it's going to be Keziah Poole once again. He's the guy out there giving the play to the teammates in the huddle. Also in there is number 23, Jeremiah Barnes in the backfield with Poole. Holloway's to the right. Fullback goes in motion. And once again, here comes Poole. Poole across the 45. So a good adjustment here by the Watervliet coaching staff as they were going with the passing game with Kraus, and there wasn't much going on there. So now they've brought in Poole, and they've gone to a quarterback run type of offense. He's run the last 3 plays. So it's a first down, ball across the 45 to about the 44-yard line. Lanier comes out to the left, Holloway to the right. And once again, it's Poole. Poole's going to throw. It's up for grabs, and it's intercepted if it's in bounds. No, incomplete. Couldn't get the feet down in bounds. So I like the call, though, for Watervliet, showing that, Poole can air the ball out as well. So it's going to be an eligible receiver downfield for Watervliet Heatley. That'll cost them. It's going to be declined. It'll be second down and 10 for GW. For Watervliet, GW decided to decline that. So Poole going over and getting the play. So he's still in at QB. So down 14-0. Watervliet decides to make a quarterback change from Kraus to Poole. More of a running quarterback as opposed to a straight back passer. And so far it's paid off. 6:35 to go here in the half. Poole's going to give it off this time. And C.J. Monty's got a handful of number 23, Jeremiah Barnes. So Monty read that play well. Came up and made the tackle on Barnes. Barnes picked up maybe a yard. They haven't really even moved the sticks over there. They haven't really even moved the marker, so it looks like no gain. So 3rd and 10 coming up for Watervliet. We've got under 6 minutes to play in the half. 14-0 GW. Holloway's out to the right side. Lanier to the left side. And here's Poole. And Tim Pratt came flying through. Flushed out Poole. Brandon Beaver ends up with the tackle after a short gain by Poole. It's going to be 4th and long coming up here. Looks like they picked up 2 on the play. It's going to be 4th and 8 coming up here for the Cannoneers. So big play coming up here on 4th and 8. Football at about the 41-yard line of the Cannoneers. Lanier to the left side, Holloway to the right. Poole calls the signals back there with Barnes, it looks like. Here comes Poole, and he is not going to get there. Originally there was number 57 for GW on the play. And that is A.J. Landon. And then Beaver comes from behind and finishes off Poole. So it was A.J. Landon and Brandon Beaver on the play combining there for GW. So after the trade of fumbles, 4:46 to go in the half, 14-0 GW, and they've got another possession here. First down and 10 at their own 39-yard line. So this is a big drive for the Watervliet defense right here, because if GW can go down and add on here, they've got a big hole to climb out of. Here's a toss to the left side from Monty. Monty with lots of room across midfield. 45-40, breaks away and stepped out of bounds over on the far sideline, but a big run for C.J. Monty. Looks like they're going to say he stepped out at the Watervliet 38. So it's going to be first down and 10, GW, at the Cannoneer 38-yard line. Plenty of time to go in the half, 4:34 to go before halftime. 14-0. And GW looking for more. Here's Mason. Mason back to pass, rolling. Wants to go deep as Barber out there, and it's incomplete. And that might be offensive pass interference. But I got to tell you, it was the right play. Because that ball was going to be picked if he didn't. So that was a smart play, even though they're going to get penalized. It was a smart play by Tommy Barber. Because that ball is going to get picked if he doesn't come over and make that play. Now, yeah, you're going to get penalized, but you're still keeping possession of the football. So wise play by Tommy Barber. That's one of those times where a penalty is a necessity. Because you're going to keep possession of the football now, even though you're going to be penalized. So very smart play on the part of Barber. 4:25 to go in the half, 14-0 GW. That's like the old the guy in basketball, if you want to equate it to that. The guy going in is going to get the open layup. You're better off fouling him and letting him go to the line, try to make two. Same type of play. Second and a long way, but you still possess the football is the key here. And here's Monty. Monty across the 45, down close to the 40. Got some of it back. Got it back to where if you're going to use 4-down territory, it's reasonable. It's going to be about 3rd and 14. Football right on the 40-yard line. But again, just got enough back on first down to make it reasonable. Looks like Watervliet had too many men in the huddle. That's going to be a penalty, I believe. Officials are going to discuss it. Officials having a discussion here. Okay. We're ready to go. No penalty assessed. Barber goes out wide to the left side, full house backfield. And about everybody for Watervliet on defense came across the line. That's one of the ones where the official goes, encroachment, the entire defensive line. Clock running, 3:30 to go in the half. That gives GW 5 more yards. So it's 3rd and 8 after what was 1st and a mile a couple of plays ago. This is a makeable 1st down here. 3rd down and 8 all of a sudden. And a stoppage of play. Timeout called by Granville-Whitehall.
GW takes their first time out of the half.
3:05 to go here before halftime. Our score, Granville-Whitehall 14 and Watervliet Heatley nothing, and timeout on the field. And tonight's game coming to you live from the Telescope Casual Furniture broadcast booth, brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture Manufacturing in Granville. For over 100 years, voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture. Hoagland Property Management, commercial and residential lawn and landscaping services, property transformation, and snow removal of Granville, New York. 518-222-0018 for Hoagland Property Management. Also by Skeen Valley Group, Insurance and Real Estate, with offices in Whitehall, Granville, and Cambridge. Make just one call for all your insurance and real estate needs. 518-948-2928 for Skeen Valley Group. And Fred's Granville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy dedicated to unique community they serve since 2015. The Big Lots Plaza, 518-642-3733. Fred's Granville Pharmacy. Here's Monty. Jumps over a defender, breaks outside, 30, 25 to the 20. Drags the defender inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line. Holloway was one of the guys there, possibly, for Watervliet. Actually, number 40 also there for the Cannoneers, who's also not on our roster. Do you see a trend forming here? So it's 1st down and 10, Granville-Whitehall. At about the 17-yard line, Mason takes the snap, hands for Monty. Monty tries to bang his way down to the 15. Small pickup on the play. Picked up about a yard and a half, maybe 2. Call it 2nd down and 8 for GW. Trying to pound one in here before halftime, leading 14-0, and that would really make it difficult for the Cannoneers. Here's Mason, rolling right, looking to pass, looking for Barber, throws, and it's intercepted. Down right near the goal line, and it's number 2, Nazia Middleton. So a beautiful interception, too, by Middleton. So the Cannoneers are going to get one more shot out of here with less than 2 minutes to go in the half. So Nazia Middleton with the interception. 1:54 to go. Now, the bad news for the Cannoneers is they've got the ball at the 1-yard line. The good news is they've got the ball. But the Granville-Whitehall defense is going to pin their ears back and come storming right here, trying to get a safety. And trying to get that free kick and get the ball back before the half. Looks like Kraus, not even trips, quads, like a bunch. I don't even know if that's legal. I don't even know if that's a legal formation. They're going to do a double pass play. Oh, Pratt with a big hit, and it's intercepted. Coming back the other way is Granville-Whitehall. Ball comes loose, and Tommy Barber is the end. That was as wild a play as you're ever going to see. Tommy Barber with the pick, lost the ball, got it back, and they're going to call him down shy of the goal line. Oh, no, they're going to say it's a touchdown. Barber with the interception return, and Pratt with the big hit on Kraus. Well, they didn't get the safety. They got something a heck of a lot better. They got an interception. They got a pick six. They got a good hit on the QB. I mean, just a, I think they'll trade the safety possibility for that.
Tommy Barber with the interception.
Comes with a minute 39 to go before the half. Ream, and the kick is no good. But the interception return from Tommy Barber. And the conversion was no good, but still it's Granville-Whitehall 20 and Watervliet nothing. And tonight's game being brought to you here from the Telescope Casual Furniture Broadcast Center. And brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture. Also by Hoagland Property Management, commercial and residential lawn and landscaping services, property transformations and snow removal in Granville, New York. Call 518-222-0018 for Hoagland Property Management. Also, Skeene Valley Group Insurance and Real Estate with offices in Whitehall, Granville, and Cambridge. Make just one call for all your insurance and real estate needs, and that call is 518-948-2928 for Skeene Valley Group Insurance and Real Estate. And by Fred's Granville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy dedicated to the unique community they've served since 2015 in the Big Lots Plaza. Call 518-642-3733, Fred's Granville Pharmacy. 1:39 to go before halftime. 20-0 Granville-Whitehall has blown this one open, put some distance between themselves and Watervliet and that touchdown off the pick six by Tommy Barber. The ball comes loose, and it's going to be picked up. Here comes trouble right here. The last thing you want to be doing is seeing Patrick Egan with a head of steam rolling down on you when you've just picked up a fumble, and Patrick Egan gets the big play, stuffs Watervliet deep in their own territory. Patrick Egan got a little banged up there in the Schuylerville game a few weeks ago, and at the time everybody was very concerned, but man, he's come back with a vengeance here the last few weeks, and right there he showed that he's not feeling any ill effects of anything, as he just came barreling down on Mosiah Middleton. So first down near their own 5-yard line for the Cannoneers. Kraus is back in at quarterback again. He's going to go out of the shotgun. He's going to run it. Kraus has room down the right side, spins and gets up across, I think, first down territory. Yeah, it's got to be because he's up across the 20-yard line. So, or was it Kraus? No, it wasn't Kraus. Was it Kraus? It was Trevor Holloway. So Holloway, the wide receiver, playing quarterback now. So they've had 3 quarterbacks behind the center here since the game started. Minute 21 to go on the clock here in the half. So yeah, they've used Poole at quarterback. They've used Kraus at quarterback. They've used Holloway at quarterback. And that might be Kraus over on the bench. At first I thought that the changeup, I'm trying to see, I can't see that far to see if that's 18 over there on their bench, but at first I thought bringing Poole in at quarterback was because they were not moving the ball effectively and it was a coach's decision. But now that they put Holloway at quarterback, it makes me think maybe it was not a coach's decision, maybe it was an injury. So a first down for the Cannoneers. Down 20-0. Football shy of the 20-yard line, about the 19. Cannoneers will send 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's a snap. Back to pass throw. And incomplete, and they're going to call pass interference. Wow.
That was intended for
Player down for the Cannoneers here.
there is a flag on the play. Pass
That's
interference.
number 0. Looked like it was Holloway once again at quarterback for the Cannoneers. As I said, they've gone through 3 QBs here in the game. And I thought originally it was for strategy purposes. Now I'm beginning to wonder if it was an injury, as Kraus was over there on the bench. So the injured player for the Cannoneers up walking off under his own power. So the ball is going to be, after the pass interference call,
Injury timeout is completed. It'll be
across the 35 up close to the 40 to about the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10 Cannoneers at their own 38-yard line. And Granville-Whitehall is going to take a timeout. Looked like a little confusion out there.
timeout. Whitehall Granville.
So we'll just keep it right here, chit-chat a little bit during this timeout. Granville-Whitehall with the 20-0 lead. They scored first. 1-yard touchdown run by C.J. Monty. 6:24 to go first quarter. The extra point kick by Enzo Ream was good. It was 7-0 GW. And then Monty again, this time a 5-yard run. Ream once again the kick. And it was 14-0 GW. And then they just tacked on a touchdown after a hard hit on the quarterback by Timmy Pratt. It was picked off by Tommy Barber, and Barber, after losing the handle on the ball, able to scoop it back up and get in the end zone for the touchdown. The extra point kick was no good, but that made it 20-0 Granville-Whitehall. And now Watervliet has 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They've got 1st down and 10 just across the 35-yard line. And that is Kraus back in at quarterback now. Kraus lets this one go deep. It's tipped up. It's intercepted. And that looks like, is it Monty over there, 35? And Granville-Whitehall might get another shot at it here before the break. They're going to get another shot at it, but we'll see how quick they can move the ball down the field. They've, 53.9 is quite a bit of time.
Pass is intended for number 8. Number 35 picks up the fumble pass.
So Monty off the tip. That's why you do the tip drill in practice. I know it's a cliche, but you hear that every time you watch a broadcast of any kind of football. When a ball comes off of one guy and is picked off by another, that's why you work on the tip drill. 1st down and 10. They'll put it down at the 37 of the Cannoneers. Mason takes a snap. Whistle and timeout. Watervliet timeout. I was going to say, the official that called it was right in front of the Watervliet bench, so I would assume that was called by Watervliet Heatley. Even though originally they pointed in the direction of GW, but it was Watervliet Heatley. So timeout on the field right here. So the winner of this one will be the number 2 seed out of the division, and they will host a playoff game next week. So then the question arises, and probably somebody knows the answer to this, it's just that somebody's not me. Where will the game be held? Now, my thought, which means absolutely nothing, but would be that because the game against Taconic Hills, it was supposed to be a Whitehall home game, was a forfeit by Taconic Hills, that maybe the playoff game would be here. That way they would have played 2 in Granville at Sam Eppolito Field and 2 here in Whitehall. But we'll see. Let's get through this one first. Mason tosses out. Looks like they're going to throw. Wide open. Barber makes the catch at the 10. Still on his feet. Dives to the pylon. Should be a touchdown. It is. C.J. Monty throws a touchdown to Tommy Barber, and it's a touchdown, Granville-Whitehall.
And that is enough for a touchdown. Granville-Whitehall.
Well, I was saying, do they have enough time to go down and score? Well, they had plenty. It only took them one play. So Monty with the touchdown pass to Barber. And it's now 26-0, and about to be possibly more. Reams' kick is up and good. It comes with 41.3 seconds left in the half. And our score is now Granville-Whitehall 27 and Watervliet nothing after the kick by Enzo Ream. Tonight's game being brought to you by the Telescope Furniture Company, as they're the sponsors of our Telescope Broadcast Center. And Telescope Casual Furniture Manufacturing in Granville for 100 years, voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. Telescope Casual Furniture. Also by Hoagland Property Management, commercial and residential lawn and landscaping services, and property transformation. And snow removal as well. Going to be that time of the year pretty soon. Granville, New York, 518-222-0018. Hoagland Property Management. And we're getting ready for the kickoff, so we'll have to get those other two in here. Well, maybe not. Skeen Valley Group, Real Estate and Insurance. We'll get the ad back up there. I took Eric by surprise. Here's the kick by Pratt. It's a nice kick. Bounces about the 15. Takes a beautiful roll. It's a live ball, so it's going to be picked up here. And returning it across the 15 to the 20. Whoa, what a hit! Brandon Beaver laid the hit on Naziah Middleton. And Middleton is taking some time. Brandon Beaver. And Middleton shaking the cobwebs out there as he got hit hard by Brandon Beaver. And both teams are going to go to their sidelines. And both teams taking a knee. And he's up, just as I said, had to shake the cobwebs out. You could tell he was relatively okay. He just had to take some time to collect himself. But what a hit by Brandon Beaver. My goodness. Beaver, also an outstanding wrestler during the winter. So 27-0 GW here. Watervliet. Heatley comes out. Kraus is in there at quarterback again. So first down and 10 at the 22-yard line. Got a guy coming in late here for Watervliet. In the running back spot, I think that's Barnes. Kraus throws out in the flat. Pass is complete. Makes a nice move to create some space. Makes a cutback. And then steps out of bounds over on the far sideline. But a real nice play and a real nice run to create some space over there. That might have been, was it Ross? Flag down on the play, so the play is going to be coming back after a block in the back call. So that's going to push the Cannoneers back to about the 20-yard line, it looks like. Receiver coming out, two receivers out here to the left, one of them being Lanier. Kraus to pass, throws out in the flat, and once again, that play successful, just that, what I call a zero pattern. Just turn, fire it out there, and get some blockers out in front. Nice pickup on the play of 8 for the Cannoneers. No, not 8. He stepped out of bounds early. Well, no, maybe it is going to be 8. They hadn't got done moving the marker yet. Clock stopped. Late here, second quarter. Once again, Cannoneers going to send out Lanier here to the left side. Also have a receiver lined up in the slot. And 2 to the right side. They've had success with that little zero pattern. Now they're going to have 2 guys switch sides, one of them being number 13, who's also not on our list. And back to pass, throw over the middle, tipped by Torres, and it's going to fall in incomplete. Jackson Torres leaping up, getting some fingers on that. It's going to be third down. Just 8 seconds left here in the half. This will probably be the last play of the half. So, third down and about 2, long 2. 8 seconds left in the half. Holloway comes out here to the left side. Trips on this side of the field. And it's batted down. No, I thought he got it at the line of scrimmage, but does come out here for Holloway. And Holloway nailed by Tommy Barber. And that's going to do it for the first half here at Ambrose Gilligan Field in Whitehall. As the teams head off the field for the halftime break, our score is Granville-Whitehall 27, Watervliet Heatley nothing. We'll be back for the second half in just a bit. This is high school football on Nivet Media Sports.
We had like 94-10 last night in the modified game. Oh, I did it. Just about ready to start the second half. Hoopers is still open. Not sure if the girls can show up now 50-50.
And welcome back to Ambrose Gilligan Field in Whitehall. Keith Harrington along with you tonight from the Telescope broadcast booth. And we're getting ready to go in the third quarter. A 27-0 lead here at halftime for Granville-Whitehall. And we were just talking about they're going to get the ball first. And I don't know if it's just when it goes to a 35-point lead or if it has to be the fourth quarter. But if it's a 35-point lead at some point, they go to running clock, and GW is going to have the opportunity here to get the ball first. But they usually kick an extra point, not go for two, but, maybe they'd consider it, Here's the kickoff. It's a short kick. It's going to bounce. Going to be taken about the 27-yard line. That looks like Gavin Kramer. He's up across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. So first 10-10, Granville-Whitehall. Trey Mason comes out into the huddle to call the signals for GW. Put it down to the 37-yard line, it looks like. So first down and 10, first play of the third quarter, 27-0 lead for Granville-Whitehall. Mason's going to try the end-around play that worked earlier had it not been for a penalty. And here it goes again. Barber across midfield, 45, 40, 30, 20, 15, brought down at the 10. I like the call, though. Hey, that worked, and we got it called back earlier because of a penalty. Let's come out of the locker room and go right to it. What a great call by the coaching staff there. And Barber with a big run down to about the 10-yard line. It's going to be first down and goal, it looks like. So we talked about they could put this in a running time situation, and GW going for it right off the start here. So it is going to be first and goal. It looks like they put it down at about the 8-yard line. Mason brings them up to the line of scrimmage. Beaver and Monty in the backfield, I formation. Movement. Definitely the left side of the line moved here for GW, but they were drawn off by the defense's movement. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to put the ball down to the 3-yard line. So it's going to be first down and goal from the 3. Once again, Beaver and Monty, I formation behind Mason. And they'll hand off. And touchdown. And it increases the lead now to 33-0 with 10:54 to go. So it took about 1 minute and 6 seconds for GW to get out and score. Enzo Ream ready for the extra point kick here. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So 3-yard touchdown run by C.J. Monty with 10:54 to go in the third. And the extra point is good. And that now brings our score to GW 34 and Watervliet Heatley nothing. Tonight's game from the Telescope broadcast booth being brought to you by Telescope Casual Manufacturing, Casual Furniture Manufacturing, Granville. For over 100 years they've been manufacturing in Granville. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. Telescope Casual Furniture. Hoagland Property Management, commercial and residential lawn and landscaping services, property transformations, and snow removal of Granville, New York. Call 518-222-0018 for Hoagland Property Management. Also, Skeene Valley Group Insurance and Real Estate with offices in Whitehall, Granville, and Cambridge. Make just one call for all your insurance and real estate needs. 518-948-2928 for Skeene Valley Group Insurance and Real Estate. And Fred's Granville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy dedicated to the unique community they've served since 2015 in the Big Lots Plaza. Call 518-642-3733 for Fred's Granville Pharmacy. Tim Pratt with the ball on the tee, kicks it back to Watervliet. It's going to be taken at about the 16-yard line. Return right up the middle and a hard hit. Right at the 35-yard line. Once again, that was Brandon Beaver on the hit. As he has really packed the wood here tonight for sure. Some hard hits by Beaver. Had the one big hit there on Middleton. So good field position for the Cannoneers as they start first down and 10 at their own 35-yard line. First possession for Watervliet here in the third quarter. Down 34-0. Big run by Tommy Barber on the end around, and the touchdown run by Monty from 3 yards out. The kick by Enzo Ream. And it took 1 minute and 6 seconds for GW to get in the end zone. Trips to the left side. One receiver over here to the right. Kraus takes a snap, drops back, throws over the middle, and it was tipped away. I think it was Beaver that got up and got a fingertip on it. Possibly. Looked like it. Second down and 10 for Granville-Whitehall. For Watervliet-Heatley, excuse me. Granville-Whitehall with the 34-0 lead. Football at the 35-yard line. Coming out here to the right side for Watervliet will be Lanier. A bunch formation on the left side. Kraus looks to run, finds some room. Getting to the outside, 50, 45, 40, 35. Finally run out of bounds here on the near sideline by Gavin Kramer. But a big run for Kraus. And Kraus, not really as much of a runner as Poole was. He's been more the passing quarterback, Poole more the running quarterback. But a nice run there by Kraus. And it's going to be first down for Watervliet in GW territory at the 35-yard line. They're going to have trips over here on the right side, 2 receivers to the left. Empty backfield here for Kraus. Takes a snap, runs the little zero out here to Holloway across the 30. And Holloway is down. Holloway is up. It looks like he's going to be okay. Walking a little gingerly toward the Watervliet sideline. Holloway certainly a key weapon for this Cannoneers team. 9:41 to go, third quarter. Pickup of about 5 on the play brings up second down and 5. Football right at the 30-yard line. Coming out here to the right side is going to be Lanier. Trips now to the left side. They do have a running back in the backfield with Kraus to his left. Kraus takes the snap, hands off, some room on the left side. They've got the first down. They've got more as they get down across the 15. On the run, it was Poole, Keziah Poole. And Poole picks up the first down for the Cannoneers. Poole played a little bit of quarterback, and he was an effective weapon when he was doing that, and shows his speed right there. So first down and 10. Down inside the 20. Looks like about the 16 or 17-yard line. Lanier comes out wide to the right. Once again, they'll go trips on the left. One-on-one out here with Lanier. We'll see if they look his way. It's going to be a run by Kraus. And Kraus gets down near the end zone and brought down inside the 5-yard line. So executing well here out of the halftime break are the Cannoneers, as they're going to have the ball first down and goal down at about the 2-yard line, it looks like. So first down and goal from the 2. Lanier out to the right side. Kraus calls the signals. Movement. And this is going to be a false start on Watervliet Heatley. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty. Put them back to about the 7-yard line. Still first and goal for the Cannoneers. So they try to break through here and get on the scoreboard. GW took control of this one pretty early. So it's first down and goal from the 7. Lanier comes out here to the right. Kraus works out of the shotgun. Has Poole with him. Hands to Poole. Poole trying to get the corner. Spins. Stood up down near the goal line and knocked out of bounds. But a good run there by Poole. Poole's been effective, as I said, whether he was playing the quarterback spot or the running back spot. He's been effective moving the football. He's been probably the most consistent weapon tonight for the Cannoneers. Second down and goal from inside the 5 for Watervliet. Kraus calls the signals, takes a snap, and decides to keep it. And that wasn't the greatest decision, as he is buried for a loss of yardage. A couple of guys in there for GW, one of them being Aiden Smith, number 3, and the other one being number 52, Patrick Egan. So both of those two on the play for the big stop. Pushes them back to about the 5. Brings up third down and goal here for the Cannoneers. 34-0 GW. They led 27-0 at the half and took only 1:06 to score again here in the third quarter. Kraus hands off to Poole, and Poole's going to be brought down for very little gain. Looked like Tim Pratt was there, also Jackson Torres as well. And a player down for the Cannoneers. It'll be fourth and goal coming up for Watervliet. 5:37 to go here, third quarter, 34-0 Granville-Whitehall. C.J. Monty with 3 touchdown runs in the game. An interception return for a touchdown, as the player is up and walking off on his own power. Actually, is it 4? 4 touchdowns for Monty. As I look back at my stats. And the interception run back for a score by Tommy Barber. Monty with the touchdown pass. That was the other one. 4th and goal here for the Cannoneers, trying to not get shut out, trying to get some points on the board. Kraus takes a snap, runs, looks like he's got room. He's going to get in the end zone, touchdown.
And he breaks the point for a Watervliet Cannoneer touchdown.
So the touchdown run from about 5 yards out by Zayden Kraus, the senior signal caller. And it's now 34-6. And they'll go for the 2-point conversion. Needing all the points they can get, of course.
They will go for a 2-point conversion.
So Kraus will go out of the shotgun. He's going to send Lanier out here to the right side. Has Poole in the backfield with him. Going to run it himself. They've got it behind the line of scrimmage. And a flag down. Coming through to make the play for GW was Landon King, number 69. But it's going to be a personal foul on GW. So they'll get another shot at the conversion.
Watervliet will have another shot.
So the Cannoneers with another chance after the penalty to pick up the 2-point conversion. Once again, Lanier out to the right. Looks like Ross to the left. They'll hand it off inside for Barnes, and Barnes is not going to get there. And now a flag at the very end. So we'll see what this is about. It was after the play was over. Clearly somebody said something to somebody. And it's going to be on Watervliet. And you knew it was going to be because everybody was walking off the field, so everybody already knew what the call was going to be. So, the conversion after a couple of tries fails. 5:15 to go in the third quarter, and it's now Granville-Whitehall 34 and Watervliet Heatley 6. Tonight's game from the Telescope Casual Furniture broadcast booth being brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture. Also by Hoagland Property Management, commercial and residential lawn and landscaping services, property transformations and snow removal in Granville. 518-222-0018. That's Hoagland Property Management. Also by Skeen Valley Group, Insurance and Real Estate, with offices in Whitehall, Granville, and Cambridge. Make just one call for all your insurance and real estate needs. 518-948-2928 for Skeen Valley Group. There's the kickoff, and it's going to be Tommy Barber. Barber's got room. 30, 25, 20, and knocked out of bounds down at about the 10-yard line. Touchdown saving play down there by Alana Barnes. It was Barnes with the touchdown saving play, hustling downfield for the Cannoneers. They're going to put it down, first down and goal, GW at the 6-yard line. So GW with the 34-6 lead. 4:59 to go third quarter, looking for more here. Player coming on the field late here for the Cannoneers. Mason underneath the center, calls the signals, takes a snap. Ball comes loose. I think Watervliet Heatley has got it. And they do. So the Cannoneers will dodge an opportunity for GW to score again there. So the Cannoneers are going to take over the ball back inside the 10-yard line. Tommy Barber's got some massive yards here tonight on end arounds and have one big run called back. So Tommy Barber with returns and end arounds and things like that. Without the one that was called back, he'd probably got a 200-yard night. Maybe he's got a 200-yard night. He's put up some serious overall yards for sure. 1st and 10 for the Cannoneers down around the 7-yard line. Kraus out of the shotgun, empty backfield, goes to that zero pattern once again. And they've had some good success with that. Going with that trips formation and throwing it out in the flat. And player slow getting up here for the Cannoneers. So everybody's going to take a knee. It's been a pretty long third quarter. And still 4:37 to go in the quarter. A 34-6 lead for GW. So they'll attend to the player that's down on the field. So Granville-Whitehall, should they hold on to this one, would finish 6-2 in the regular season. They'd be the number 2 seed out of their division. And they would await to see who they play. Possibly could be, I don't know how it works, if they cross over with the other divisions. For example, do they rank them 1 through 8, or do they go by divisions? My question. You know, if they're the 2 seed and they rank them 1 through 8, they'd play whoever the 7 is. And if they go by division, crossing over, they'd play the 3 in the other division. I think somebody told me tonight it was Chatham and Fonda Fultonville playing, battling for the spot over on the other side. Division alignments change so much. With the mergers have caused a lot of that. Teams that Granville and Whitehall both used to play, especially Granville, Hoosick Falls, now in a merger. Tamarack, Hoosick Valley, Mechanicville in a merger. All these teams that used to be down a division moving up with the mergers. And Whitehall as well. I mean, Granville-Whitehall played down in the D's previously. Both of them had some time spent down in the D's. So quite a lengthy delay here. And they are bringing the ambulance on the field for the injured player. So I think what we'll do, if they're going to bring the ambulance on the field, is just step away here for a bit, just let our commercials run, give our sponsors some airtime, and then once the situation is taken care of and the injured player, we'll give him our thoughts. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. We'll come back and get ready for the rest of the ball game here. 4:37 to go, third quarter, 34-6, Granville-Whitehall, and we'll be back in a bit. Yeah, just... And welcome back to Ambrose Gilligan Field. 4:37 to go, third quarter, 34-6, Granville-Whitehall. And the injured player from Watervliet. Got a nice round of applause from the crowd here. So now we're going to be ready to go back to the action here. Big matchup for Class C here. As we've been talking about throughout the evening, winner would be the number 2 seed coming out of the Class C East Division and would have a home game next week. First playoff appearance for GW since the merger. And been a long time, probably since either Granville or Whitehall's had a home playoff game either way. So we're ready to go. So it'll be 2nd down and 7 coming up here for the Cannoneers. Once again, receiver out here to the right. Watervliet players making their way out. The referee finally loses his patience, I guess, and starts the clock. They hand it off, first inside, popping it outside. Kraus hands the ball off. May have been to Poole. Poole's been the workhorse here in the third quarter. And we said the best that the Watervliet offense looked all night was when Poole was running the quarterback for a little while. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 3 here for the Cannoneers. And it's going to be a keeper for Kraus. It looks like he might have the first down. Up to about the 30. It is a first, to the 20, I should say. It's going to be a first down for the Cannoneers. The quarterback keeper there by Kraus. 3:20 to go here in the third quarter. 34-6 Granville-Whitehall. So first down and 10, Watervliet. Linear comes out to the right side. Kraus works out of the shotgun. Back to pass, throws out in the flat and incomplete. Looked like the intended receiver was Nasir. It wasn't. It was maybe Shamir Ross. Thought it might be number 8, but he was over on this side of the field, unless they've got 2 number 8s, which I guess could be possible. 2nd down and 10 for the Cannoneers. Kraus back to pass, throws, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver over there was Naziah Middleton. Clock stopped, 2:16 to go, third quarter. So 3rd and 10 here. Last time they were in a bit of a 3rd long situation. They went with the run by Kraus. And the clock is running. Out to the right side comes Lanier. Kraus back to pass. Looks to throw. And overthrows the intended receiver, which is Middleton. It'll be 4th down. So we'll see if the Cannoneers decide to go for it here, punt it away. You would think that they'd consider punting it away here. They're going to. Down 34-6. It wouldn't make too much sense to go for it. Backed up in their own territory. So it looks like they're going to punt it. And here's the punt. Barber is going to let it bounce. And it's going to go out of bounds. And Granville-Whitehall goes back on offense with a 34-6 lead here. 47.5 seconds to go in the third quarter. Looks like they're going to put it down at the 46 or 47. Over on the right hash. Call it the 47-yard line. First down and 10, GW with the 34-6 lead. A stoppage of play by one of the officials. And they were coming over asking for a trainer for the Watervliet bench.
Steve Redmond, can you go to the visiting bench, please? Steve Redmond to the visitor bench.
So they're calling for a trainer over on the far side. So first down and 10 for Granville-Whitehall. Here's a toss to the left side. And this is Monty. And Monty across the 40. Close to the first down to about the 35-yard line. They're going to put it at the 35, right on the 35-yard line. That will be the last play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it here for the third quarter. And at the end of 3 quarters of play here at Ambrose Gilligan Field in Whitehall, our score is Granville-Whitehall 34 and Watervliet Heatley 6. And before we get into the fourth quarter here, we'll once again talk about our great sponsors we have here on Nivet Media Sports as we broadcast from the Telescope Broadcast Center at Ambrose Gilligan Field. Tonight's game brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture Manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture. Also, Hoagland Property Management, commercial and residential lawn and landscaping services. Property transformations and snow removal of Granville, New York. 518-222-0018. That's Hoagland Property Management. Skeene Valley Group Insurance and Real Estate with offices in Whitehall, Granville, and Cambridge. Make just one call for all your insurance and real estate needs. 518-948-2928 for Skeene Valley Group Insurance and Real Estate. On first down and 10. Here's Mason. Mason to the 30, to the 25-yard line before he's brought down from behind. And it's going to come back because of a holding penalty. Anthony Trisello, number 7, with the tackle. So the holding penalty is going to bring it back. Commanding 34-6 lead here for GW. CJ Monty has run for 3 touchdowns, passed for a touchdown pass. And that was caught by Tommy Barber. Barber's also scored on an interception return. So they've scored in a variety of ways here tonight, this GW team. Barber goes out wide to the left side. Mason takes a snap, pitches to the left for Monty. Monty behind the block of Brandon Beaver, turns the corner, gets across the 40 and knocked out of bounds somewhere down around the 35-yard line. So the clock running here, coming down to about 10:40 to go in the ball game. 34-6 lead here for GW. Looks like they're going to clinch that number 2 spot and would have a home playoff game next weekend. Here's a handoff. Monty right up the middle. Still on his feet. Breaks to the outside. End zone touchdown. C.J. Monty, his 4th rushing touchdown. He's also passed for a touchdown. And that's going to make our score 40-6. Enzo Ream comes on to attempt the extra point. And here's the kick. It is up, and it is good from Ream. So they come up the field, 9:34 to go in the game. It is now Granville-Whitehall 41 and Watervliet-Heatley 6. 9:26 to go here. And this time we'll start with Fred's Granville Pharmacy if we can there. As we didn't get that one in last cycle. All of our sponsors, we appreciate them so much. Fred's Granville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, dedicated to the unique community that they've served since 2015 in the Big Lots Plaza in Granville. Call 518-642-3733 for Fred's Granville Pharmacy. So running clock here, 41-6. 8:50 to go in the ball game. And GW is going to wrap up a home playoff game. I believe the meeting is Sunday, after all the games are completed this weekend, where they'll make the announcement of who's playing where next weekend. And there'll also, of course, be some crossover games for the non-playoff teams. And that's where GW has been accustomed to playing. But that will not be the case this year. There's a live ball over on the far sideline. And it looked like GW had a chance to get on it at one point. Looks like Watervliet did get it, or didn't they? Looks like they did. So the Cannoneers will take over on offense here as the clock continuing to run. We've gotten to running clock here. They didn't get the tee off the field, and Braden Carroll goes back and throws the tee off the field. So 1st down and 10 for the Cannoneers at the 36-yard line, their own 36. Lanier will come out here to the left side. Krause will work out of the shotgun. Looks like Poole is back there with him. He'll take the snap. He'll hand off. It's not Poole. It is Neziah Middleton. Middleton was shaken up there earlier after that big hit from Brandon Beaver, you might remember. But obviously all right. Had a nice run there. Picked up 4 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 6. Football right on the 40-yard line. Lanier again comes out here to the left. Shotgun formation for Krause. And he's going to hand it to, Pratt is there. Tim Pratt with a big play defensively as he came flying through and got Middleton behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a big loss. Big play there by Tim Pratt. They put the ball right at the 35-yard line. So 3rd down and 12 coming up here for the Cannoneers. Clock running, approaching 6 minutes to go in the ball game. This time Middleton is out to the right. Lanier to the left. Shotgun formation here for Kraus. He goes back to pass, throws, and hits Lanier. And up to make the hit there for GW was Cole Plude, number 16. Plude, when the winter months come, will be a big part of the Granville Golden Horde hoop season. So Watervliet will punt, it looks like. Here's the snap, here's the kick. It's a high kick, but not that deep. It's going to bounce at about the 37-yard line and be touched up at about the 44. And that's where Granville-Whitehall will go on offense. Clock running with 4:40 to go in the ball game. And 41-6 GW. They'll go with a tight formation here. Mason right underneath the center. Hands the second man through. And that's number 20, Nathan Barber, who's come on at running back. CJ Monty is done for the night. He's got his helmet off down there after a 4 rushing touchdown, 1 passing touchdown performance. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty against GW. Push them back past the 40 to about the 39. 1st and 15 here for Granville-Whitehall. Mason hands once again to Barber. And Barber is across the 45 to about the 46 or 47-yard line. Nice positive yardage run there by Barber. Nathan Barber. Barber picked up 4 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 for GW. Coming up on 3 minutes to go here at Ambrose Gilligan Field. Once again, tight formation. Mason takes a snap, hands to Barber once again, it looks like. He got up to midfield before being yanked down. Picked up another couple yards. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd down and 4. Cole Plude coming out into the huddle, replacing Jackson Torres there. Mason back out with the play, back into the huddle. So 3rd and 4 here for GW. They lead at 41-6. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. And here's a designed run for Mason. And he's up across the 45-yard line, and it's going to be a holding penalty on GW, which is going to bring that back. So it's going to be holding on GW. That's going to bring the run back. And we're going to have a new quarterback into the game here for GW, it looks like. And it looks like that's going to be number, let's see. It's going to be Christopher Roselle, number 9, in at quarterback for GW. He'll take the snap, hand off, and it's going to be stopped.
Come on, Class A, let's go.
Things getting a little chippy down there with less than a minute to go. Winding the clock up. Well, I think it's been wound up. 40 seconds to go here in this one. A little over 40. Roselle gets the play, brings it out into the huddle. This will probably be the last play of the football game. So the seniors are going to go out with a win in Granville, and the seniors are going to go out with a win in Whitehall. Back-to-back successful senior nights as Roselle is just going to take the knee here, and they will not have to snap it again. And Granville-Whitehall is going to go to 6-2 on the season. And I remember back at Black Horse Stadium in Schuylerville, after Schuylerville defeated GW, talking with the coaching staff and the players, they were saying, we're going to run the table from here on out, and we're going to go to the playoffs. So that's exactly what they did. They take down 4 straight division opponents, and they will wrap up the number 2 seed in a home playoff game, it appears. So, and it looks like the first round playoff game will be here, is what they're just announcing. It'll be against possibly Kenajahari. So it looks like it is going to be here. We had talked about that earlier, about they would probably play the game here, especially because of the fact that they lost a home game here on this field. So let's recap the scoring. Granville-Whitehall takes the lead. Monty, a 1-yard run. Extra point kick by Ream makes it 7-0 GW to start things. And then they get a 5-yard run from Monty. Ream's kick makes it 14-0. Interception returned by Barber. The kick was no good. It was 20-0. And then it was Monty on the touchdown pass to Tommy Barber. The kick by Ream was good, made it 27-0. And then, again, Monty with a touchdown run from 3 yards away, made it 34-0. And then Monty again caps it off, ended up a touchdown run for a Watervliet in there as well. But Granville-Whitehall comes away with the 41-6 lead. CJ Monty, 4 touchdowns on the ground, tossed a touchdown pass. And, of course, Tommy Barber with a touchdown catch. And also returned an interception for a touchdown for GW. That's going to wrap it up here from Ambrose Gilligan Field in Whitehall. As tonight, New York Vermont Media has brought you live coverage of high school football from the Telescope Broadcast Center here at Ambrose Gilligan Field. Tonight's game brought to you by Telescope Furniture, by Hoagland Property Management, Skeen Valley Insurance Agency and Real Estate, and Fred's Granville Pharmacy. We thank them very much for helping us to bring high school sports your way here on Nivet Media Sports. That's going to wrap it up. Our final score, Granville-Whitehall 41 and Watervliet Heatley 6 from the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center at Ambrose Gilligan Field. I'm Keith Harrington saying thanks for joining us and so long.
Good job, Keith.
Thank you. Thank you.
Get to do it next Friday.